Okay, so we have a 1750 battle report for you today. I've got my crazy mishmash army with Eldrad, Farseer on Jetbike with 6 Warlocks, Wraithguard, Wraith Lords, 2 squads of reserve Jetbikes with Warlock. We're fighting over 3 objectives, number 1, number 2, and number 3 inside that building. And I am facing Imperial Guard. Vendetta. Oh, you got something else you forgot to deploy there. Cool. Yeah, that's alright. We'll figure it out. There's something inside there. Some kind of nastiness everywhere. There's a Manticore way back there. Hellhound over here. Squad of dudes up here. My God, this is gonna be a hail of fire. I don't know how this game is gonna go, man. I am going first. I did use Eldrad's repositioning ability because I went first. My opponent set up, and then based on that deployment, I took this Lord from here. I put him back here instead because I want to fire as much as possible there. He hasn't done his scout movement yet with the Vendetta, though, so he's going to do that. And you can see if he wants to steal initiative. Nope. No, gets a 4. So no stealing initiative. Eldar is going first. You can move your scout deployment if you want. And back in. Okay, so rounding up top of turn 1 for Eldar. What happened? Fortune on those guys. Fortune on this guy. Fortune from this Farseer onto his Warlock squad. That was pretty much it. We didn't use too many other powers. Over here, these guys moved out. Weren't out of range, but then they moved their 16-inch Jetbike move, so they went a total of 18 inches from way back here. You know what? I decided I could have stayed out of rapid-fire range, but I'm going to go into the range because I need to get as close to those vehicles back there as possible. So I'm going to take a risk here. Over here, these jerks only ran 1 inch, unfortunately. Moved up, ran 1 inch, so be it. This guy moved out, fired twice at that Vendetta, connected, got a single glance, and it went through the cover save because this guy, for his scout move, blasted out over here to get a cover save. I did get through though, and I made it so he can't move or shoot. So he's got armor, so he'll be moving, but he won't be able to shoot. This guy over here lucked out, moved in an inch or 2. There was a guy back here, managed to fire twice, got 2 penetrations through, and one of them got through the cover save and wrecked the vehicle. Those guys made their leadership though, so they popped out. So stroke of luck there, and that is it. So it's on to bottom of turn 1 for the Imperial Guard. Okay, so rounding up this turn of shooting, some casualties being taken. Pretty much anything that was in this area fired. Those guys back there fired at the council, blew away 2 council members, just shot them to death. Over here, a barrage of fire from the Death Strike. Got a billion hits in here, but somehow I passed all the saves. However, this guy was able to see most of my unit without cover and blew away 2 guys that were just over here. So they had a 5+ rerollable cover, but wounded 4 of them, 2 of them survived. Some shooting at this guy, but he's got the armor save from I think from that autocannon over there. And that was about it. So, we lost 2 council members and 2 of these guys. We're going to see if these 2 squads come in, these identical squads on 4s. Oh, you have some special cheating ability? Oh, that would have been nice to know before I started putting them in the back. Okay, so they don't show up. And we're on to the next turn. So top of turn 2, what happened? Fortune on this guy here, Fortune on Eldrad squad. This Farseer, Fortune his own council. Council flew in. Double charged those vehicles. This guy went pretty fast, but we managed to get 2 hits in, both penetrated, and one of them wrecked him. 2 of these guys got in there, got 4 penetrations through, exploded that, killed a couple of guys inside there. They have fewer pain though, so actually fewer died than we expected. Strawn did take a wound though, and a couple of guys died. Oh no, actually they took wounds up here from the explosion, but none of them failed. They passed all their armor saves. So these guys, of course, didn't show up, unfortunately. Shooting from this guy, fired, exploded with the Bright Lance, that Lehman Rust there. Explosion killed a few of those guys, but they did not run. This guy over here didn't have a lot to shoot at, so he just fired his missile, only was in range against that armor 12 thing over there, but he missed. He missed that double autocannon thing. So we're on to bottom of turn 2. What is this, turn 2? Dear God, it's only bottom of turn 2. So much killing going on. So a hail of fire again, rapid fire with extra guns in here. Tons of shooting from a million things. Vendetta had to fire in here. Only 1 council member died though from all that shooting. Strawn and his squad have had enough of this nonsense. They're just charging into here. There's going to be a combat. Strawn, big badass that he is, and a couple of dudes are charging in to my Farseer and 3 surviving council members. Over here, some shooting at these guys. I think blew away 1 more dude that was in there. Those guys popped out, melted us into here, but I have a rerollable cover from this guy happening, so we survived pretty well. Manticore missile went right on this guy's head, but scattered. Only got a D3 rolled and only got 1. Scattered away and actually hit 2 of these guys, but I made all my saves. And that is it. So we're going to see what happens with this combat. So rounding up this badass combat. So we managed to actually kill one of the guys, the guy that had a flamer, because they all have feel no pain, man. It's brutal. But Shuriken put 3 wounds, insta-killing wounds into the Farseer, but like a champion with his 4+ rerollable, invulnerable Farseer survives them all. Oh, thank God. Good God. But you know, that's going to happen every round now because Shuriken, you know, he still strikes 6 even when he's not charging. We managed to kill one guy, so we won by combat by 1, but they're all fearless. So they only took a save. Strawn took it like a champ and didn't fail. So it is on to top of turn 3 for Eldar. We're going to have to make some real stuff happen this round. Here we go. Oh, let's see if these guys show up. So both identical squads. Your officer of the fleet's still alive, right?
Yes.
So now it's on a 4+. We roll.
Putting wounds on it.
Oh, they both show up though, mercifully. Okay. Okay, so rounding it up. Turn 3, what happened? Fortune over there, Fortune over here, Doom on those guys, Fortune for this squad on itself. These guys fought in the combat. Not a great combat. These stupid guys keep making every single feel no pain. Only 1 guy died despite me forcing 6 new saves on this unit. On the flip side though, at least Strawn didn't insta-kill my Farseer again. I managed to, you know, actually didn't even wound me. He rolled kind of bad. But one of these guys died from one of these losers putting like a useless save into him, and he just failed both rerollable 3+. How pathetic is that? So tied combat over there. At least we're tying him up. Over here, we actually moved up, fired everything, and we killed so many guys they ran away. So actually, they're no longer going to be a factor because they're just on the edge there. They're running away. I was going to just charge him, but they ran out. Over here, both squads showed up. Unfortunately, I put him over here. I tried to shoot at those guys, but I was like half an inch out of range with both of my 24-inch guns, so that really sucked. So that was a misjudgment by me. I had to fly back over here. These guys popped it over here, also tried to be within range there, but I was another inch out. So my eyeballing is not working today. So they had to then chicken away 6 inches. I've spread out because I remember he's still got those crazy missiles over there. And what happened over here? This guy fired in. Managed to, one of these guys, what happened? One of these guys connected with that thing and blew off one of those auto cannons over there, but the other one's still ticking. So this combat, the gong show continues. We killed one guy, they killed one guy. So be it. On to bottom of turn 3. These guys are now out in the open. I thought they were going to like rush over there, but no. Right, so rounding up. I think that's bottom of turn 3, right? Yeah, bottom of turn 3. What happened over here? Ridiculous hit. So that Manticore hit gets. I failed. It was only 7 wounds or something, and I failed 6 of them. I mean, maybe it was a little bit more, but I failed every single guy died except for the Warlock. In one bunch of crappy hits. Their stupid armor did nothing. What's the point of 3+ armor if every single guy fails it? So be it. What else happened from shooting? This guy took a wound. Took a vendetta shot right in the face. No cover, so he's down to 2 wounds. These guys over here, another 1 or 2 of them died from just some pistol fire. Can you believe a bunch of like toughness 3 strength 3 non-armor piercing stuff killed 1 or 2 more of these? Painful over there. Over here, gong show combat. We fluffed completely against them, but they fluffed completely against us. So total gong show. Gong, gong, gong. Luckily, my leadership check was passed over here, so be it. And we're on to top of turn 4 for Eldar. Fortune on the squad here. Fortune on. Fortune on one of these. No, Doom on these guys here, sorry. And then I saved his 3rd power in order to Eldritch Storm up here. With the combination of Eldritch Storm firing from these guys, we moved closer, butchered most of the unit. But they're down, I think, two models in there, or somewhere 3 models. I don't know how many. But they passed their leadership and their pinning. Over here, these guys, Fortune successful. We finally won a combat by 2, wiped out the stupid doctor giving everything feel pain and the other guy. But Strawn couldn't kill the Farseer, but he ended up taking 2 saves, but he didn't fail any of them from Fearless. These guys over here moved up, fired into these guys that were doomed, but only managed to kill 1 guy. And then I strung them out conga line style afterwards because there's that crazy missile launcher still firing. These guys moved up closer. This guy helped blow off one of those Vendetta's las cannons, and he also made it so we can't shoot next turn. This guy over here, instead, I tried to fire his frag missile into there, but it totally missed, and then just a Bright Lance killed 1 guy. What a shame to waste a Bright Lance on a guardsman, but so be it. So we're moving closer to their objective. This guy also jetted, went flat out over here, so chickened away onto this objective area there. And that's it. So on to bottom of turn 4. Okay, so bottom of turn 4, what happened? Strawn lost combat by 1. We finally got 1 save into him. He keeps whiffing against the Farseer. He only got 1 save through, but we managed to make our 4+ invulnerable rerollable. That Minotaur finally fires again every turn, getting 3 hits from every single turn almost. But nuked into here, killed one guy, and unfortunately, because it's Ordnance Barrage, I failed my rerollable leadership because my leadership was down to 7 instead of 8. These idiots are pinned, but luckily he's close to the objective there, so they are holding the objective there. What happened over here? Firing into these guys. Another one of these guys died from some useless pistol fire. Can't believe it, but so be it. The Vendetta went flat out over there. So he's got a cover save now, this bastard. So we're going to have to see what we can do. Some shooting from these guys. Tried to connect with this guy, but just couldn't hit. And they weren't able to, get the orders from Strong Tracking because he's tied up. These guys moved up, fired pistols in here, but didn't charge me afterwards. And that was pretty much it. Some shooting from the autocannons into here, but still didn't kill anybody. Just that one guy died and got pinned, unfortunately, from that stupid Manicore. Luckily, the Manicore is useless now, so that's one saving grace. Okay, so bottom of turn 5, what happened? We took that thing down, we guided these guys, guided this guy. Fortunate that squad, those guys managed to get it though. They wrecked it, thank God. Guys inside are pinned. Not pinned, pardon me, they made their pinning check. It was just wrecked. Over here, Gong Show, no one's caused anywhere. This guy fired a crack and a Bright Lance up into here trying to kill one of these insta-kill bases, but couldn't get through the cover save. These guys were pinned, did nothing. He flew flat out to get over there. That's it. So it's bottom of turn 5. Rounding up bottom of turn 5. What happened? Tons of shooting from just about anything I could reach. Any of these guys blew away 2 bikes, but I made my rerollable leadership. Over here, firing into those guys, blew away 2 of them with some plasma pistol fire there. One plasma pistol exploded though. And we're going to see if the game ends. Oh, sorry. Combat over here. He finally went into the squad, killed one squad member. We lost by 1 because we couldn't kill him, but we stuck it out. We're going to see if the game ends in a 1 or 2. I got to go, so I hope it ends. No, it continues. All right, so we're gonna play both turns really quick, I think. Okay, so we've called the game here at the bottom of turn 6. What happened on my turn? Eldrad and those guys double flamer, then moved there, killed a bunch of guys, charged them, slaughtered them, consolidated over here. This guy moved up, killed a bunch of dudes in there. Combat continued over here over 2 turns. I managed to kill that one guy, put 1 more wound into Straw, and he didn't kill my Farseer. My opponent on the bottom of turn 6 has fired every long-range gun that could reach in here, fired in here, but I made all my armor recover saves. And at that point, we've just called the game. I've got 2 objectives held, and my opponent has 1. But it's a very good, close game. Thanks for the game.
Good game.
Very good game, yeah. Very, very good game. A lot of carnage everywhere.
Yeah, it's always good game.